Hello everybody. Today in this new video, we're gonna see how to buy our first Bitcoin, our first crypto. Of course, it has to be in the #1 crypto platform in the world, which is of course the one and only Binance. So this is part of the section or playlist from zero to a crypto hero. And today we're gonna take our next few steps. We're gonna get a bit closer in our journey to becoming a hero in crypto. And so we're gonna see in a bit how to buy our first crypto. If you're new to this channel, welcome here. And make sure to watch my previous video that I'm gonna put right here where I talk about my favorite crypto exchanges so that you can actually understand why I chose Binance. This video is going to be quite long because I'll really take my time with this. I'll try to walk you through everything with great detail. Now keep in mind, you can always speed up the video if it's too slow for you. You can get it to 175 or 2 perhaps. And also there's going to be timestamps in this video. You can just jump in to whichever part you're interested in the most. So if you do know something or some things, you can just skip to the things that you don't know. Now, if you are a little bit more advanced and you're not interested in the things in this video, make sure to check the playlist dedicated to Binance on my channel. I'm going to add videos in the future dedicated about certain aspects of the platform, like how to use the Binance credit card, how to join and partake in launchpads and launch pools, and also Binance Earn, which allows you to earn income using your crypto, or also how to set up a trading bot, which will allow you to make automatic purchases. So you're going to see all of that in that playlist. So in a nutshell, Binance is the #1 crypto platform in the world with the most trading volume. To me, it's the safest and most reliable platform, and it offers a ton of features with some very low fees. We're talking about 0.1%. Additionally, if you're still not signed up to Binance, I'll put my links in the description and pinned comment. Using them, first of all, you're going to be supporting the channel, and I thank you a lot for it. It allows me to keep making quality videos to help you get better in the world of crypto. And second of all, you're going to get a 20% reduction on your trading fees. It's the maximum offer possible. So with a 20% reduction on fees and a platform that already has low fees, you're basically ready to go. So the first thing you're going to do after you've clicked on the link in the description or pinned comment is going to be to enter your email address and set a password to create an account on Binance. Once you're done with that, you're going to be redirected to the Binance homepage. So before buying your first crypto, when you're signed up to Binance, there's one important thing to do. It's going to be to secure your account as good as possible. We obviously don't want to lose money here. We want to earn some. So the first thing you're going to do is to secure your account to prevent being hacked or anything bad happening to you. So basically, you're going to hover over this icon on the top right. It's going to be a drop-down menu, and you're going to click on identification. You're going to do your KYC. That will allow you to do things properly. KYC basically stands for Know Your Customer. It consists of verifying your identity to unlock more features on Binance. For KYC level 1, it's going to be more than enough at first, and after that, if you want to go even further, you can verify your home address. That will unlock more features on Binance, including the access to a Binance credit card, in which we will certainly talk about in a future video. And so we're going to check here how to secure one's account. Still with this drop down menu, we're going to select security, and then you're going to be redirected to this page. Here at this page, I highly recommend you to do things properly. First of all, when you set up your password, make sure it's a really strong password with a great number of varying characters. So numbers, letters, capital letters, and make sure to put things that don't mean anything. You're not going to put your name, your date of birth, or the name of your dog. Those are things you shouldn't do. So make sure to make a really strong password and then store it somewhere safe so that you don't get hacked. Next step, which I highly recommend to do, is to activate two-factor authentication. 2FA is going to be a app that you can have on your phone. It has a 6-digit number that changes every 30 seconds. Of course, you're the only person that can access that number, and it serves as proof that you're the actual owner of the account and not get hacked that easily. If you've had a Trojan horse or in some way or another a person got hold of your password, they're not going to be able to steal your money because they don't have your two-factor authentication. And if you really want to secure your account even more, you can activate the email verification when withdrawing. That's what I personally do. You couple that with an anti-phishing code. This code is a 4-digit number, and it's going to show on the emails sent by Binance, and it allows you to make sure that it's actually Binance sending those emails and it's not someone trying to do a phishing attack. It is an additional security feature that just lets you know that you're communicating with the right person and it's not just a scam or a phishing attack. On top of that, you can actually go even further. You can add an additional verification with your phone number. So with this one, it's going to basically send you an SMS that contains a code which will allow you to improve the security of your account even further. So once you've taken all of the security measures for your account, we can now go to the next step. And now, congrats to you, because we're going to learn now how to buy crypto. And now you're going to be in the other side of the fence, the side of the people that already invest. And you're already potentially ahead of 90% of the population that simply do nothing. So how to buy your first crypto? First, you're going to need to feed your account and make a deposit. Here it's quite simple. You see this big yellow button, it says deposit. You click on it and you're going to be able to fund your account in multiple different ways. It's either you already have some crypto, which is probably not the case for you because you're in a beginner tutorial video, so you are going to fund the account in a different method, either with a credit card or a bank transfer, or you can also use your credit card to directly buy crypto with it. For me personally, I don't like to buy everything like that at once. I prefer to do that in weeks or months, so I prefer using a bank transfer. And as you'll see, it is the simplest and cheapest way to do so. So don't miss that out. So we're going to click on bank deposit. You're going to be redirected to this page where you can make a SEPA transfer. That's by far the best option because as you can see, it's a $1 fee. Whatever the amount you want to deposit is, it could be 100, 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, or even $50,000. It's going to be between 1 to 3 days because it's a normal bank transfer, but it's still the best option. But if you're really in a hurry, even though it's something I wouldn't recommend to do, you can do a deposit with your credit card. It's going to be with a 1.8% fee, and you will very quickly realize that over a $50 or $60 deposit, you're already going to be losing from the deposit alone. So take your time and make a bank transfer to start with this in the best way possible. So once you've done that in 1 to 3 days, the funds are going to arrive to your wallet. You're going to find your wallet here. So you're going to hover over this and click on view the entirety of the wallet. And here you're going to see all of the things you own. For me, I've clicked on this I button over here, which kind of hides the balance of my portfolio because yeah, that's something I want. But what I was saying, your funds are going to be arriving here either on the finance section or the spot section. And with those funds, you're going to make your first purchases. You can click on main account and here you're going to see in more detail the cryptos you own. So now if you want to make your first purchases, whatever coin you want to buy, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or even BNB, there's a huge amount of cryptos out here. I think more than 25,000 coins as of today. So you got a lot of options. So it's very simple. You can select here from this list the crypto you want to buy. And if you can't find it here, you can look it up using the search bar over here. For example, I want to buy Bitcoin. I'm going to just hover over this buy button and then click on it. So that is one of the ways you can buy crypto with. It's the most user friendly. It's literally so simple. Even a 5-year-old can do it, or even an old person who doesn't really know how all of this works can actually do it. So after we get to this page, so here it gives us the option to buy with fiat. So because I live in Europe, for me it shows me the euro currency. So it all depends on where you live. Here is how much you're going to spend and here is how much you're going to receive. So I want to buy Bitcoin and I'm going to use euros. So this is perfect. And as you can see with this option, you're limited to a 15 euro minimum and a 12,500 euro maximum. And let's say I want to buy 50 euros worth of Bitcoin. I'm going to simply put 50 euros here. It's going to spend euros and I'm going to get 0.001773 Bitcoin. So just in case you don't know, in crypto, you don't really have to buy them entirely. You don't really have to buy a full Bitcoin, which is like worth around $30,000 nowadays. You can just buy fractions of it. We call them fungible tokens, meaning theoretically we can slice them up infinitely. And so you're able to buy with the amount you want. Whether it's $15, $20, or $25, you can still do it. You're just going to have a different fraction of that particular coin. And if you want to buy the entire thing, you can obviously still do it. So it's $31,869 for an entire Bitcoin. Not everybody can get that, so you can very well buy fractions of it. So if everything is good for me, I'm going to press on the buy button, and then after that it's going to go to my spot wallet because it's a spot purchase. We've made it directly with our fiat. We didn't use any leverage and we didn't borrow money. So that's what a spot account is. So now actually you've just made your first crypto purchase. So congrats, you are now part of the crypto holder community, and that's a really good first step. Now for instance, you might want to sell your crypto, and so to sell, you also have the same user-friendly option. You're simply going to press on sell, and now it's just the other way around. You can sell Bitcoin for the euro fiat currency, or maybe for other crypto. So simply, you put in the amount of Bitcoin or a fraction of a Bitcoin you want to sell, and you're going to see how much you're going to sell it for. For example, if I want to sell 0.1 Bitcoin today, of course for euros, it's going to get me 2,730 euros. So here I want to make a clear point. When you buy crypto with euros, there's no problem with that. Now, when you want to sell, it's a different story. It all depends on the country you live in. So for me, I'm currently living in France, so I am technically taxed when selling my crypto on my high values. Now, if you still want to be involved with and in crypto and avoid getting taxed when selling your crypto, don't sell for a fiat currency. Make sure to sell your crypto for a stable coin. So a stable coin is basically backed with a particular currency. It can be backed by euros or dollars, for example. So when you're selling a crypto for another crypto, at that moment you're not going to be taxed. You're only going to be taxed when you sell for a fiat currency. Of course, some countries don't have that, so it all depends on where you live. For me personally, if I don't really want to cash out, meaning get out completely from the crypto ecosystem, I just sell a crypto for another crypto so that I avoid any problems. So I've just showed you the easiest way to buy crypto. Now, little by little, you're going to get more and more used to crypto transactions, and then you might want to have more options. And so now you're going to go all the way up, hover over trade, and then go to your spot account, or simply go back to your account wallet. You're going to go to your main account, for example. You're going to have the same options as before with the deposit, buy, and withdraw. And here you have the trading option. So you can just directly click on it. And as you can see here, they're going to show you the trading pairs. So trading pairs are basically the exchanges you're going to make. For example, for me here, I'm at the Ethereum row right now, which means that I'm going to be exchanging Ethereum for another coin. It can be for euro, it can be for a DAI, which I'm about to talk about, it can be for a BUSD, it can also be for Bitcoin. And as you can see, every time it's still with the Ethereum coin because it's Ethereum that I want to buy or sell for another coin. Obviously, you're going to select the pair you want. For me, I'm going to choose the Ethereum USDT pair because I want to buy or sell Ethereum for a stable coin that's backed by dollars, which is USDT. So you're going to be redirected to an interface, which you have a lot more features. It might be intimidating at first when you're really not used to buying cryptocurrencies, but you're going to see it's quite simple once you know how it all works. So first of all, here you have a chart with what we call candlesticks. Each candlestick represents a price session. As you can see up here, you have the time frames, which you can choose. Here I was in the 1 week time frame, which means one candlestick represents 1 week of price change. I generally prefer to use the 1 day time frame. So one candlestick here represents 1 day of price change, and you can change it to 4 hours, for example. And as you've guessed, one candlestick represents 4 hours of price change, which lets you visualize things a bit easier. If you've had a change of heart and you don't really trade on Ethereum anymore and you want to trade on Bitcoin instead, then you can go right here on the right. And as you can see, you got other trading pairs over here. So we were on the Ethereum USDT pair. So here you got all the other pairs which allow to make exchanges for USDT. And let's say I want to do that with Bitcoin. Then you're going to have all the Bitcoin pairs over here. But me, I just want to use my USDT because I got some transactions to make in USDT. So I'm going to just go back there. And let's say I want to exchange Bitcoin for USDT. So I'm going to click on the search bar up top and I'm going to look up Bitcoin. And then here's the pair BTC USDT. I'm going to click on it and then it's going to show me the Bitcoin chart. So with these little and simplistic charts provided by Binance, you're not going to be able to do much with them. Of course, you're not going to make actual professional technical analysis or anything that's overly complicated, but I guess it gives a little visualization on how the market is moving and how the price is changing. I find that really useful. So here on the left, you got the order book. So the red is all the sellings that are being done from BTC to USDT and all the purchases down here. And as you can see, it never stops moving because it's non-stop, 24/7. There's always transactions being made. That's how it is with crypto. It's not like traditional markets, like the stock market. They they stop working in weekends and holidays. But with crypto, there's always purchases and sellings all the time, as you can see. Here you can see the average price of buyings and sellings, which is currently at 30,651. And then as you'll see in just a few seconds, it's gonna change. So prices move really fast, which shows that it's a really active and liquid market. So there's a lot of liquidity, which is very good to know. It would be a bummer if we were in a market that didn't really have that much liquidity, which means we wouldn't be able to do transactions whenever we want. So that's a sign of a healthy market. Now that being said, down here we got the sections that will actually interest you. This is where you'd be able to buy or sell cryptocurrencies. You have three types of different orders. Limit orders, we're going to talk more about them later on. Market orders, which we will talk about right now, and stop limit orders. So with market orders, it allows you to instantly buy or sell a certain coin, meaning that it's going to happen on the current market price. So if you would want to sell a full Bitcoin right now at the price of the market, it's going to be at $30,640, for example. So the green side is the buying section and the red side is the selling section. And let's say I want to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin. So all I have to do is put 50 in here and then confirm, and you would think that nothing happened. You're going to click on the button and your purchase is going to be made. Even though down here we got our order history, we got 0 open orders. I'm going to put it for the last 3 months so that you can see. And as you can see, I've bought a little bit of Litecoin and a little bit of Bitcoin that I sold later on for BNB. You get the idea. These are the orders that I made in the last 3 months. So you get the idea. A market order are useful if you want an instant purchase. You're going to have a bit more fees than a limit order. At least you're not going to waste a lot of time. And it wouldn't really make a difference if you're keeping your crypto for multiple months or even multiple years. Now, let's say you have a price in mind, $31,597 for example. You really want that price. You made technical analysis or something, or maybe you used a crystal ball and you know that Bitcoin will go down and it will go down to $25,000. And what you want is to buy Bitcoin at $25,000, not at $30,500. In this case, you're going to have to make a limit order. When we select the limit order, as you can see, the price section here unlocked. Previously, when we were at a market order, we couldn't really change that price simply because the price is constantly fluctuating, and so I can't really know the price in advance before I launch my order. Obviously, it doesn't really fluctuate by that much between the moment I select everything and the moment I press on the button, but it still moves a little bit. That's why you can't really put the price, simply because it's not stable. So here in a limit order, you're going to be able to select a really precise price in which you want to buy your crypto. For example here, let's say I would like to buy Bitcoin when it reaches $25,000. I'm going to put the amount I want. So I want to buy $50 worth of Bitcoin when it reaches $25,000 in price, meaning I'll have 0.002 Bitcoin. And so when the price eventually changes, goes down maybe, if it reaches the $25,000 point, at that moment, your order is going to be executed because your order was previously in the order book. It's going to be fulfilled. And at that moment, your purchase is going to be made. And so you're going to have the 0.002 Bitcoin and it's going to be sent to your spot account or wallet. And that's how you buy your first Bitcoins. So I went through market orders and limit orders. They're really the two simplest orders when you're first starting out. And in another video in the future, I'll show you how stop limit orders work. It's a bit more complicated, but getting used to market orders and limit orders is already a very good start. And next, when we hover over trading, we got some other options like margin trading or futures trading with futures contracts and options. These are things that are much more complicated. We need to go about this step by step. Today we bought our first crypto coins and we're in the process of building up the other step. The next step, it's better not to skip things around or you're gonna risk losing a lot of money potentially. So these are products with a much higher risk to them when you're trading in the derivatives market or futures contracts and so on and so forth with leverage. So leverage might actually multiply your profits, but it's also going to dramatically increase your risks. Let's say you're trading with 3 times leverage, for example, so that multiplies the risks by 3. So when the price changes by 10%, your purchase is actually going to change by 30%. And that's whether it's for the upside or downside, which means if you actually mess up, it's going to be 3 times worse than normal. So yeah, when you buy your first crypto, it's going to appear in your spot account. So you're going to have your crypto in here that's going to show, of course, depending on your purchases. And you're going to have one more row for the fiat currency that you own. I don't have it anymore on my account, so that's why it's not showing. So now that you have your first couple of crypto, you might want to move it somewhere else, because as you'll see, when you're involved in the world of cryptocurrency, you shouldn't really use one platform only, even if Binance is the #1 platform out there and is the one that I would start on myself. So if you've watched my previous video, I've talked about other exchanges. I've talked about why you should use other exchanges. So some of the reasons were, you shouldn't just put all of your eggs in one basket. So last year, there was the bankruptcy of the company FTX, which was the #2 platform out there. It's not the first time that it happened in the world of crypto, and it's not the last time that it's going to happen. So don't put all of your eggs in one basket. So first thing, have a lot of platforms. And on top of that, each platform has its own unique features. And as you'll see, some platforms provide features that Binance don't actually have, and you're going to want to use those platforms only for those unique features. After that, you got new coins that are going to be listed more or less quickly depending on the platform, meaning Binance is not always going to be #1 at releasing new coins. And the more you progress in the world of crypto, the more times you would want to enter quickly into the market. And so you're going to need good exchanges to do that as fast as possible. So when you have multiple platforms, you're going to have to send your funds back and forth from a platform to a wallet, or from a platform to a ledger wallet, that to secure your crypto, which is a subject for a future video. So how to make transfers. You simply go back to your main account and you're going to search up or hover over the crypto that you want to transfer, and you're going to be able to either do a deposit or a withdrawal. Let's say here I wanted to send some USDT. I'll remind you again, it's the stable coin that is backed by the US dollar. You put that on Binance and then buy other crypto with it. Now let's say here that I wanted to deposit some Ethereum on my Binance account. You simply click on deposit, you select the crypto you want to deposit. For me it's Ethereum, and then next I'm gonna have to choose a network. Here you gotta be careful, especially if you're a beginner. Now what you need to know is that there's multiple networks in the world of crypto, and that's not intuitive. Why is there multiple networks in the world of crypto? Well, it's because some cryptocurrencies have different use cases and different features. Some are faster than others, some are more secure. The systems of security itself can be different. It can be proof of work, proof of stake. There could be whole different systems when it comes to that. There's also different transaction fees. So you get the idea. There's no crypto that's better than the others, but there are cryptos that are made for specific purposes. There's cryptos like Ethereum, for example, which we use in its native network, which is Ethereum, but we can also use it in different networks. We can send synthetic ether to different blockchains, like the Binance Smart Chain, Arbitrum, like Optimism. So there's interactions between those blockchains, so that's why we can use them. Now, if you want to send some ether from your Binance account, you need to be sure about your starting point, which network or blockchain that you're going to use to send your ether on Binance. So generally, as a rule of thumb, you usually want to use the native network or blockchain, which is Ethereum, ERC20. But then you'll see this afterwards when we make a withdrawal from another platform to send the funds to Binance. So that's when you're going to choose the network you're going to proceed with. And that's the one you're going to put in here so that you don't really send your crypto to the wrong place and then lose all of your stuff. So here it's going to show you your address in two formats actually. The first one is this with numbers and characters. You're going to copy it and paste it to the other exchange that you want to send from. Or you can just use the QR code, which is just the visual representation of this address over here. The address with the random numbers and characters. And as you can see here, the minimum deposit that you can make is this number over here. So once you've made your deposit, you're obviously going to receive your crypto on your wallet, and specifically on your spot wallet. Now, if you want to withdraw some crypto, meaning that you want to take out your crypto from Binance and then send it to another exchange or to a wallet, for example, and so you just need to click on withdrawal. And same thing here, you need to select the crypto you want. For me, I want to withdraw some Ethereum. Now I'm going to put in the address in which I'm going to send the funds to. So I'm going to paste the same thing we've had before, and then we're going to select the network. So because I'm using Ether and Ethereum, I'm going to just use Ether or the original Ethereum blockchain. So it might seem a bit messy and old-fashioned at first, but once you get used to it, you're going to see it's extremely simple. simple. You just need to put in the right address and choose the right network, and in general, it works very well. But if you have the slightest doubt, make sure to contact the Binance support team, or maybe you can just put down your question in the comment section. I would be very happy to answer your questions, so if you got the slightest of problems, make sure to always do something about it. So yeah, I think we've went through everything. So now you know quite a lot of stuff. You now know how to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, and then send and receive crypto. So I think we're pretty good. We're no longer at zero in the world of crypto. I guess we've got to the first floor now, and we're gonna go further and further up with every single new video to become a hero in crypto. That's the goal from this channel. Now we got some other very interesting things on Binance that we can use, like the Binance credit card, which is very interesting. It allows you to get cash back with your day-to-day purchases. There's some earning features which will allow you to make profits using your crypto. You can learn about all of that on your own, or stay updated on my channel and check my Binance playlist, because those are subjects that I'm going to cover in the future for sure. If you got something from this video, please leave a like down below and a comment, and especially share this to your circle in case there's someone that's interested in Binance. Once again, I'll leave my links in the description and pinned comment. If you want to sign up to Binance, you're going to be helping the channel out by using my links, and I appreciate you a lot for it. And you're going to have a 20% fee reduction on your trading fees on the platform, which is actually a pretty good number. It really makes the difference for the long term. I'm going to leave 2 of my videos in the end screen that might interest you. The first one is going to be an overview of all the crypto platforms out there, and the second one is a video that you might be interested in. I'm David, and I'm going to see you in the next video with From Zero to a Crypto Hero, and ciao.